cannot create. I've got to say what I've got to say, and then I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big past. You're left with me because you left me no choice. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing.
They're not doing Pedro Torres, they're doing Brandon. That's not very nice, bro. These people don't know me. One of the advantages of selling a lot more tickets than your opponent. You get all the cheers and they get all the boos.
You know, this is for an amateur debut. This is a lot of hype for a kid coming out, never fighting in a cage before. Alvarez comes out southpaw, looking really comfortable, looking really experienced. Torres with a orthodox stance. Catches a big left hand immediately. Torres in self-defense mode. Alvarez throws the floor, he connects. Good head movement, changing levels really well. Eats a leg, shoots a single, gets a takedown. Torres trying to switch him back into guard.
Yeah, the Fight Factory, a very good school, and I'm sure he's got plenty of work with Eddie Alvarez, so this may be his pro debut, but he is very well prepared for this.
Pedro does switch around. Got to be careful. Alvarez has the fingers up near the eyes there.
There's a head and arm choke right here from his back.
That'd be a heck of a way to finish your first fight.
He's working hard. So what he wanted to do there was get ear to ear and really apply the pressure on that. Slight adjustment, had it locked in tight, but not enough to get the tap.
I'm impressed, man. A lot of composure from Alvarez, considering the hype going into this fight. I wasn't sure what he would have. I wasn't sure if all the pressure would affect him. He's good to go.
No, he was obviously good to go. I think Pedro should have done a better job at holding him down there and score some points for this round because he did get clipped standing up early on in the first.
Another takedown. That's the second takedown for Alvarez. Immediately into side control. Goes knee on belly. Going to have a tough time doing anything with it because he's stuck with the head under Torres' arm.
Well, he doesn't really need to do anything with it right here at this point. You got about 10-15 seconds left. He needs to just hang tight and win the round.
Hinted at a Kimura, just looking for points with it. And again, the Albert chant starts. Albert Alvarez's chief corner guy, used to pressure situations, used to big money fights right there. Eddie Alvarez, no better guy in the game to get advice from.
Yeah, he's fought internationally, a lot of times over in Japan, won the Dream tournament, and you know, he's really came into his own recently, and I believe he had the fight of the year, if I'm wrong here.
With yeah, I can't think of the guy's name.
I think it was last year or the year before. He won Fight of the Year for one of his fights over in Japan, I believe it was.
With Hellboy.
Yes, Joaquin.
Joaquin, yeah. Look how composed that kid is. I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with him so far. I know it's only 2 minutes, but he looks like he could go 5-minute rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're training at the level, you know, as Eddie is, you know, when he's probably working with him and coming out of the Fight Factory, a great school. They don't put anyone out there unless they're ready to go.
And let's not forget about Pedro Torres. He knew going into this fight that he was going to be thrown to the shark tank. He knew he was going to be a heavy underdog. He knew the crowd was going to get on him. He's staying in there. He's composed himself. He's looking real good on his feet. He's picking his shots, staying composed. Took a little bit of a right hand there.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to really be, you know, hats off to Pedro here. He's got everything against him in this fight, but he's going out there. He's making it competitive, and he's still looking to win this fight.
Little shadow boxing going on now. Al does a good job working in, trying to get a shot, can't connect on too much.
As I was talking about angles earlier, you see Albert cutting them. As he's not coming straight in, he's coming side to side with his movement coming in. He's really looking to pick his shots, and he's really controlled.
And I love his head movement. He's doing a real good job changing levels. He's slipping a lot of shots. Right there, he ducks down under another shot. He can use that to go into his shot. There he goes with a double leg, immediately into side control. That's a third or fourth takedown from Albert Alvarez. Right here, he goes knee on belly, constricting Pedro Torres' air intake. Switches around to a north-south. Torres with the feet up, trying to wall walk, trying to explode out.
Yeah, what Pedro wanted to do there was get the underhook, though. He was doing everything right. He was balling up. He was creating some space. He had his feet on the cage, but he didn't get the underhook.
Alvarez in the side control. Might be thinking about it. Kimura throws a couple shots in the body, and Torres gets up. Back to a vertical base. Throws a nice knee, eats a left hand on the way out. Alvarez stalking, gets another takedown, comes down with a couple jackhammer left hands, stands up looking to do more, dominant ground and pound, and the crowd is just going absolutely bonkers.
I can't even hear a word that you just said right now, Paul. These fans are going nuts, and they're loving every second of it.
Did you notice that as the round ended, Albert jumped up immediately over to his corner. Pedro Torres just getting back up now.
Yeah, Albert definitely in better condition. He also has his adrenaline going. You know, he wants to obviously do proud for Eddie, but it's also his first fight, so he is pumped right now, and he is ready to rock.
Doctor in there looking at Pedro Torres, checking his eyes out. I don't know what happened, but Pedro Torres says that he's good to go.
Here we go, third and final round.
Torres doing a good job staying in there.
What he wants to do is keep control. Don't let Albert cut him off. Because what he did well in the last round was he cut him off, put him up against the cage, and then got an easy takedown. Pedro's going to want to stay off the cage, keep the fight in the center, and then prevent the good takedowns.
Alvarez gets another takedown. He has Torres clenched up against the cage.
He's obviously going to want to try and stay in the dominant position and control it here, while Pedro's going to want to create some space, get the underhooks, and try and get a stand-up here. He's going for an Plata, but there he goes. He gets back up. Almost gets back up.
And he knows Albert not backing out to give Pedro the stand-up. He's making Pedro earn the vertical position. Comes in with a big left hand. Torres trying to throw some leg kicks to get him out of there. This kid does not look like he's making his amateur debut by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, you know, he's got the name Alvarez to live up to, so they certainly weren't going to put him in there unprepared.
This might be the finish, 28 seconds, under 30 seconds left in the fight. Torres doing a hell of a job defending it.
Pedro's turning around and he escapes. Great job.
Back up to a vertical base.
And now he's
Alvarez might be looking for another
himself.
takedown. 10-second clapper. Alvarez still stalking. Big left hand. Big takedown right at the buzzer. Outstanding. Fantastic debut from Albert Alvarez. All the respect in the world to Pedro Torres. He stuck in there 6 minutes, gave Albert Alvarez everything he had. But I think we have a new name to look out for in Philadelphia mixed martial arts.
Absolutely. Albert did an amazing job in there, very composed. Did not show that was a pro debut. No jitters, was well composed, was prepared, made the adjustments, and controlled the fight every single place he was. I definitely got to give it off to Pedro, though, like you said. He hung in there, he had everything against him, but he came to fight, and he dragged him out to a decision.
We're just going to be quiet, ladies and gentlemen, the coronation of Albert Alvarez.
Just 30, 27.